Hey guys, welcome back to Dude, it's David, and welcome back to the series 17 Countries in 17 Days. Today we're talking about probably my favorite country, and that is Switzerland. I'm so excited to tell you guys about Switzerland. It is just amazing, and like I say for almost every single country that I visited throughout the summer, I would go back any day in a heartbeat. It was just amazing. So we were there for about a week, and we went to Zermatt, which is a really cool town. So I'm gonna start by telling you a little bit about that and how cool it was for us. So the very first thing you'll notice is there's no cars. You have to ride the train in there, which is really cool. It's a really clean, and they try to make the air really good there and healthy. And so the whole place still stays super green and stuff, which I did like that about it. The only cars that you would see are these little buses, way smaller than a car. And I actually think they're electric too. So yeah, only tiny electric cars allowed in Zermatt, Switzerland. But the good thing is it's pretty small, so you can walk around most of it. Now, just upon the arrival of Switzerland, you're already seeing crazy mountains. And for us, we saw some streams and waterfalls. One of the first things we actually did was go into this gorge that had, I want to say 9 waterfalls. And they look like this. So they're not really a waterfall, it's kind of in rocks, really fast moving water. Here's some videos. So that right there was just crazy. The water was going so fast and it was so loud. It was really cold in there as well. And I hope you guys can tell just from that clip how cool Switzerland is already. Now in Zermatt, Switzerland is actually where the Matterhorn is. So for those of you guys that know about the Matterhorn, or if you've been to Disneyland, you'll know that the tall white mountain ride. Well, that's a real mountain in Switzerland, and it's obviously way bigger, up to the cloud. And it was cloudy, so I didn't get to see the top of it, but I saw the back side of it, just the top. And it was still really cool, getting to see that in real life. You see some pictures here. As you see, it was a little bit cloudy, but there's this really pretty river here, and there was even some snow on the Matterhorn. I was there in the summer, so it didn't snow for us, but it rained. And I'm pretty sure you guys all know, an iconic little scene of, a red train in Switzerland, or maybe just call it, I don't know what it's called, but you all, I'm pretty sure know what I'm talking about. It's pretty famous. Well, we actually got to go on that, and there's a couple different ways you can go. Some get a really good view of the Matterhorn, and some are just kind of a get you between the cities, but it's still a really cool scenic drive. So you can see some pictures from inside the train, and that's what the train looks like up against the mountain. That's the one that we went on. And to clarify, we took that train to Zermatt. And now, speaking of trains, we actually had to put our car on the train. There was one, you sit in your car, you just drive up, and the train goes. That was going out of Switzerland, I believe, to a different part of it maybe. But that was so cool. I've never done that before. I guess we just don't do that in America. I don't know. Now, I want to show you guys some pictures of walking around the town in Switzerland, specifically Zermatt again. There's just a bunch of little shops, a lot of wood-looking cabin things. We actually stayed in one of them that had a really good view. So this is kind of where we stayed, where we walked around. Like I said, the shopping and stuff like that. And actually in that little town, they had a Lindt store, Lindt chocolate, I'm pretty sure that's from Switzerland. I could be wrong, but I think it is. And so they had a really big store there. It was so cool. You see, it had so many chocolates, rainbow order on the wall. And we ended up trying a couple new flavors there. I got strawberry, I forgot the other flavors, but they were really good, of course. So that's a really cool, kind of cute little town there. It's very small and walkable, like I said earlier. Now, something really cool that we did when we were there is we went ziplining. We went on this really big course. It had for adults, kids, it had some climbing things you could do, but it also, like I said, had a ziplining course. That was a lot of fun. Here's some videos. that was a ton of fun. It's so cool. It was so pretty as well, like I keep saying. But Switzerland just has to be the most scenic and pretty place that I probably went. I'm not 100% sure about that, but probably. I loved it so much. I love the mountains, but I also love the beach. I'm like both. Oh, also, our hotel had free breakfast. That's rare in Europe, guys. If you haven't been there, most of the time it's not free, so I enjoyed that a lot. So that's most of my experience in Switzerland. You guys need to stay tuned for my next part. I have like 10 more videos coming out of different countries that are also super amazing. As always, thanks for watching. Bye.